Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's energy transmission and messages from the beings of light that I channel. My name is Jackie Van Kampen, and I am so grateful that you're here. And this is for week of January 11th, and it's been quite the week here in the United States. We've had quite an interesting week with many things happening on the political scene. And if you're watching this from another country, you must be probably following what's been happening here in the US. And it's, I'm not here to talk about politics, so I'm going to refrain from sharing any of the views that I have around all of that's going on. But it is important to acknowledge what is happening in just not in the US, but really what's happening the world over. And it's unfortunate to see this division that is happening in this country, the chaos that is occurring, and yet, this today, as I was thinking about everything, a message, or I guess it wouldn't be a message, came to me, and it was, learn to become the eye of the storm in the midst of the chaos. What that means is learning to be still, learning to be an observer, learning to be centered, even though there is chaos happening all around. Because it's when you are grounded, it's when you are centered in yourself that you have the ability to be present with what's happening, and you actually have the ability to be someone who can impact change in a positive way. When you are caught up in the storm, right? When you're caught up in the hurricane or the chaos, you become destabilized. And when you are destabilized, you don't have a sense of yourself. You don't have a sense of your place in the easing of the chaos that's happening, and not in a judgment. I'm not judging the chaos. Sometimes chaos is necessary. Sometimes it is the chaos that becomes a catalyst for change to occur. So whether you are in the midst of the chaos in your personal life, whether you're in the midst of chaos collectively, that's all of us. Really the most important thing is to take a breath, come back to your center. Ask yourself, what do I know to be true for me in this moment? And be still. Truly be still. What do you know to be true for yourself in this moment? How can you best serve your community at this time, your family at this time, your workplace at this time? The collective at this time. We all have something that we're here to offer the world, regardless how big you judge it, how small you judge it. We all have something that is calling to us to embody and is calling to us to share. So, the way I do that is by coming here and doing these weekly messages and transmission, because that is what I found for myself. That's the gift that I can offer the world, to be here as a bridge, between the push and pull and the center of our being, the bridge between your heart and your mind, and really being a conduit and a facilitator of healing energy that is available to all of us. I'm not special because I do this work. I'm simply, I said yes to this, and whether it's a gift or an ability, this is how I feel that I can contribute to the world the best way. So that is my intention to be here, is to really be of service to the world and bringing healing and energy, the higher frequency, to help uplift us all out of the muck and out of the madness that is part of living in this, living on this planet, being part of this human collective. So again, with no judgment, I'm not here to judge anyone on how they choose to live and how they operate. We have free will, so it's important to honor each person's free will. We are sovereign, and but we're also collective. So being responsible, taking responsibility for how we show up in the collective and how we show up for ourselves, and how we, the greatest relationship we're going to have is the relationship with ourselves. So if we are in discord and if we're out of harmony with ourselves, then we are in disharmony with our environment. So pulling yourself back into your center is creating harmony for yourself, is building a relationship with yourself that evolves you, grows you, and you are then able to have and be in relationship with your environment and the people in it, the animals in it, the plants in it, in a way that you can now commune with it, be in unity with it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call in the beings of light for this week's message and for the transmission. So just take a deep breath in, being here in this present moment, allowing for whatever came before you started watching this to step aside for a moment, and whatever is going to, whatever you have on your to-do list, whatever comes up right now as we're doing this, to put that on the side, put that aside for now, so that you can be here present and being open to receive this message and transmission. So dear Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit of the universe, we come to you today with an open heart, open mind, ready to receive your guidance, knowing that this guidance really is all within us, that we're not separate. When I call in these frequencies or beings of light, I'm not calling in something that is outside of us. I'm really calling in the wisdom that resides within all of us. So calling this wisdom forward to express itself in a way that is cohesive, in a way that is contributive and regenerative, in a way that's going to allow us to be here in this moment, present to the relationship that we have with ourselves and the relationship that we have with the world at large, with our community and environments. I call in the Ascended Masters, the beings of light, the angels and archangels, and the ancestors, and all those who are here to support us on this path of evolution that we're experiencing at this time. May the messages that come through be of greater service to the planet and to all of us. I call in a circle of protection, that only those things that are for our highest and best will come through. I do so with an open heart, open mind, and with gratitude. And I complete this by saying, and so it is. Hello, 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 dear ones. We are here, we are here, we are here. This has been quite the week on your planet. And when we speak of this is quite the week on your planet, of course, for those of you who reside on this country called the United States of America, you have witnessed something that may have been disturbing to your senses, disturbing to your thoughts and your mind and your heart. And yet understand, beloveds, that this is not anything new. This is not anything that has not occurred before. Whether in the country that you reside now, or in other centuries, millennium, understanding that this has been the human condition. Not all is lost. Not all is helpless or hopeless. This is a calling, beloveds, for you to step into greater levels of love, greater levels of compassion, greater levels of forgiveness, greater levels of resonance with your environment and with yourself. Understanding that you're not an island, you do not live alone, yet you are always living with yourself. So this week's message truly is about being in right relationship with you. Because when you are in right relationship with you, yourself, you can then be in right relationship with others around you. And when we say others, we're not mainly or only speaking of the humans around you. We're speaking about your environment as well. We're speaking about the beings seen and unseen that are around you. This is not hocus pocus. This is not some airy-fairy message, and we're not here to bypass what is happening. We're not here to just spread love and light in a way that is incongruent with the harmonics of the planet right now, because all of you are needed. It is not pulling you out of the chaos so that you can disconnect yourself and be like, well, look at that. Good thing I have no part in what's happening. All have part in what's happening because you're all part of the collective. But it is about uplifting you to a higher frequency, a higher dimension of the self, so that you have the ability to look, witness all that is happening, and you can say, wow, I am here. I belong to this. I am a part of this. Because if you think of your planet as an ocean, all of you are waves of this same ocean. So being able to contribute to the greater expansion, to the greater awareness and consciousness of the planet, does not mean you do so from a separate place. It means you elevate your frequency. You elevate your condition, your life condition, so that you can witness and say, what can I do here? Who am I being called to be in this moment? Maybe it's loving your mother a little more. Maybe it's helping a friend. Maybe it's giving an encouragement to someone who's really hurt right now. Maybe it's refraining from saying anything. Because even in the silence, there is wisdom. Some people like to use their voice. They say, well, this is my truth. I get to speak and say what I want to say. That is true. You do have that freedom. You do have that right to say what you want to say. And yet, wisdom lies in knowing when to say what you want to say, how to say what you want to say, and what to say. Sometimes silence, not saying something, is actually what is required. It's actually the contribution that you can make. Using your voice for the sake of using your voice doesn't always mean that you are speaking truth. That's what your ego may say to you. Well, I have the right, I'm going to say whatever I'm going to say. And you feel righteous about what you feel is right for you to say. But that is not wisdom. Wisdom is asking yourself, is what I'm about to say here going to contribute to change? Is it going to contribute to expansion and evolution? Is it going to create hope? Is it going to encourage another? Or is it going to just make me look good? And is it going to just make me have more people follow me? Because what I'm looking for is resonance with other people who believe the same thing I do. Be wise. Be wise. And as this channel spoke earlier today about being the eye of the storm, not just being in the eye of the storm, because being in the eye of the storm just means you're not being affected by the storm. But being the eye of the storm means that you can create peace. You can create the calm in the midst of the chaos. Calm is necessary even in chaos. Because if you have a nervous system that is fried, if you have a nervous system that is overly active, then you are constantly in a state of fight, flight, or freeze. And you're not truly acting from a place of wise one. You're acting from impulse. You're acting from survival. So learn to be the eye of the storm. How do I be the eye of the storm, you may ask? Come back to the center. Come back to your breath. Come back to what you know to be true. Ask questions of yourself. How do I be here in this space right now? How do I be contribution? How do I be the voice of hope? How do I be the voice of courage? How do I be encouragement to others? Put this ego aside and be with the awareness that shows up through your breath, calming the nervous system down, tapping around the heart to connect with this center of wisdom, pulling in. Your consciousness resides right here in your crown chakra, or even above the crown chakra, pulling in your wisdom into the physical body. Because what you say comes from your physical body. You may have an idea that comes from top of the crown and above, yet it is the throat chakra that is going to then take it out of here and express it out into the world. So be wise with what you allow this chakra to do. And this brings us to the transmission for today. We want to do this. We want to help ease, illuminate this chakra right here, this center of truth. So just clearing any stagnant energy in the center. So if you like, you can put your hand, one hand on your throat, one hand on the heart. And breathing, allowing for the breath to calm the center, to help connect the heart with your throat. So we may go silent for a moment as we do this now. And all you have to do here is just breathe. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Breathe deeply. Take a breath, beloveds. Your transmission has now been completed. Pay attention to the needs of the body at this time. This week you may be asked to share more of your voice. And before you do, ask, am I going to share? What am I about to share here? How is it going to be contributive? Is it going to create change for the better? And you may find that you are one of those who speak loud, who speak words that are uncomfortable. That's okay too, because all are needed. The important thing is to tune into yourself before you speak. Tune into your wisdom and what is being truly asked to be spoken through you. You are a conduit of truth. Be wise in it. Be the eye of the storm this week, beloveds. Be in right relationship with yourself. Cultivate the right relationship with yourself. Be in a space of questioning this week, questioning of your actions, your words, your thoughts. Be guided by the awareness that exists inside of you. We love you, we love you, we love you, and thank you for allowing us to come to you in this way today. Much love, beloveds. Until next time. Thank you for being here. I love you. Have an amazing week. And if you like to connect, if you like to schedule a private session with me, you can email me at Jacqueline, JACQUELINE, at wiseheartwithin.com. You can find me also on my website at wiseheartwithin.com and on Instagram at Jackie, JACKIE __ Van Campen. And I'm also on Facebook under Jackie Barrows Van Campen. I'll put all those links here, and thank you for being here, and thank you for your presence and love. Until next time, goodbye.